So whatever you're using, you might be using a brokerage, you might be using another exchange. If you can use a limit order at those prices and you do have fresh cash or fiat sitting there, you might be able to catch that falling knife. Again, not my game. The risk is not worth the reward to me. I personally just dollar cost average into the market. Bought a little bit today, so we'll see where the market goes, what the volatility looks like, but that is also the opportunity. The volatility, down and up, are what people want here in this asset class, and why people become wealthy very quickly when they're invested in the right token that does see appreciation in a short period of time. I do think that people will take profits on the way up. Again, I've said this before, you never go broke taking profits, okay? However, the cost to benefit over the long term, right? If you don't need that money immediately, if you have access to borrow against it, if you have ways to generate income off of it, that's been our whole thesis at Digital Wealth Partners and Digital Ascension Group, is create these solutions before they were needed so that people have access to them once the price reaches significantly higher levels, and they don't have to liquidate, deal with the tax implications on the capital gains, whether those are long-term or short-term. This individual that mentioned, he said he bought higher in the recent past. You haven't been holding it for a year, so you're going to be subject to short-term capital gains on that. Now, I would love it if Trump would come out and say, no capital gains on crypto. I don't know that that's going to be a viable deal from an investment perspective. They may put stipulations around that and state that if you're using it for business transactions, banks and institutions settling through it, and when you buy into it and sell out of it, there's going to be small discrepancies, a thousandth of a penny here, a thousandth of a penny there, but at scale, that's a lot that they've got to keep up with, right?